Lately I've been thinking, when I started this channel a long time ago, it's kind of evolved over the years and ended up being in the gardening genre. And, it's been about gardening for a while, but, and don't get me wrong, it's still going to be about gardening, but the more time I spend in the garden, I realize, the garden isn't the real story. The story is what the garden teaches us. It teaches us patience and teaches us humility and it teaches us resilience. And it teaches us that nature's been solving problems for, for a very long time. Honestly, there's thousands of videos on how to plant tomatoes and how to create compost and how to build a raised bed. And, there's some good ones out there, and I point you in the direction of some people that I've listened to over the years and, consider them more expert than I am. So it'd be better to listen to them than to me about them kind of things because, just better to go with the pros than to go with somebody who's just learning. But what I'm interested in is something just a little bit different. I want to explore what's the connection between the garden and the world around us. What's the garden teaching us? And what is it that old farmers remember? And what happens when we rely on systems that are a little less complicated and a little more of relying on our own skills? It's about the experiments that work and about the failures and the things that don't work. It's the quiet lessons that that don't usually make the gardening videos. And honestly, I want to tell you, New Era Resilience isn't about fear. You're probably not going to hear me talking about World War whatever or some sort of a apocalypse or even a zombie invasion. Well, you might. I ain't going to lie. You might actually hear about that, but it's not going to be my main focus. My main focus is about remembering. It's about remembering. It's about remembering the knowledge that we've forgotten, and remembering that resilience, starts closer to home here. It's it's in the soil, it's in the water, it's in the skills we practice. It's in the neighbors we trust. So this channel is going to become a little bit more than just gardening. It's going to be about building resilience, one season at a time. That sounds like something you want to explore with me. I hope you stick around because we got a lot to learn together. And remember, what I said at the beginning, it's not about the garden isn't really the story. It's about what the garden teaches us. Have a good day.